imagine the concept of neutrality. What comes up in mind? Well, nothing, right? It's kind of mundane. So by then, let's play a little game, shall we? In physics, magnets have both positive and negative traction. Take away both, what will you have? Nothing, exactly, because it doesn't have positive nor negative traction. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, judges and viewers. This speech is more than just a speech. It is a gift of a new perspective and a new idea, especially in politics. My name is Muhammad Salman Al-Farisi. I come from the second stage senior high school of KUTA. Here to stand firmly and strongly for my speech titled as Path to Nowhere, the negative effects of neutrality in politics. So now, one question. Do you guys like politics? Well, as a child, I would watch in my TV those rallies and demonstrations happening, and would think of it as something meh. Because I was privileged enough to think that I wouldn't be affected, when really it's not the same as everybody else. And I would think that politics are boring, and I would remain neutral. Now this is where the problem lies. Because in 2026, people would blatantly say online that the atrocities happening in Gaza would be that of, well, not my country, not my problem. This is the problem. Because it shows the lack of empathy and it being cloaked as neutrality. And also, according to Harvard research, a lot of elections lose meaningful votes because people would just follow trends, or even worse, neutrality. This creates an urgency because people think that politics are just about who leads the country or who to vote for, when really it's about education, it's about social injustice, and so many more. So now, if we open our eyes, we would collectively decide on a better future together. Because we wouldn't sit back and relax to wait for a miracle to happen. No. And so, what is the solution? Well, the solution is actually quite simple. Now, let's also recount back as we recognize the solution. Because as I grew up, I realized that we must educate our peers. Because if our voices can change the world, then our voice matters. So by then, we would help those people in need. And now, to end my speech and to also lighten up the mood, let's hear a dad joke. What is Michael Jackson's favorite drink? Tea! Alright, thank you. Now let's all realize that our voices all matter, and that ignorance doesn't create bliss for everyone else. That is all from me. Thank you.